Hi Pisces, welcome to Storytime with Tarot. I'm chuckling because this is about the fourth time I tried to do your reading without saying, hi Pisces, welkie, welkie. And also the Four of Pentacles fell to the floor as well, like kind of from the cards, which it's like, oh, I don't know what's falling out of your hands. Is it all a bit slippery? Okay, welkie. The Four of Pentacles is about holding on to things a bit too tightly. You need to let them go. It's like things are a bit slippery at the moment, maybe, for you guys. Okay. I'm going to do you guys a past, present and future spread. We're going to look in what's happened in the past. You can put your own timelines to it. We're going to look at the now energy, and then we're going to look into the future. In the past, you took a leap of faith. Okay. You took a leap of faith towards a desire and it didn't really turn out quite well. You experienced quite a lot of emotional loss for it. It's like it slipped out of your hands. You took that leap of faith, okay? It was definitely on something that you've been thinking about for so long. A desire that you had, and you finally took that leap of faith. And seeing as that light is flashing over that one cup, or this need for love, you took this leap of faith. That's unconditional love there in that one cup. It's like a true love. Then what happened? I don't know, you're just here quite blank. This was in the past energy, okay guys? So this is in the past. In quite blank, not really looking at the mess that was made. Not looking at the Two of Cups behind, which is when unconditional love meets unconditional love and you find that true love you're searching for, seeking for. You're just staring now, looking at the fish, thinking, wow, a slippery little sucker. Something slipped out of your hands. And you took this leap of faith in the past. The Five of Cups is about emotional loss. Okay, should we have a look at your energy now? Two of Cups. Is your confidence back? About actually embracing love. Okay, so you let it slip away before. You thought it was just your imagination. You got a bit wrapped up into it. Maybe you took a leap of faith away from love, and now you're regretting that. I'm picking up quite a masculine energy, as if it was a masculine that turned his back towards a fantasy, a love, unconditional love, and now it's like, oh, maybe I'm ready for that now. Because the now energy is the Two of Cups. That's two people coming together. That's that true love. Okay. The feminine. She's on her own here doing the juggling act. So this does kind of make me feel as if it's a strong masculine energy this reading's for, that actually walked away from a feminine that maybe thought it was true love. And this masculine said kind of, no, I think it's just a bit of a fantasy, an illusion. And then you experience this emotional loss. It's hard to really look at the mess that's been made with the Three Cups knocked over. Especially as the Three of Cups is about a time for celebration. It's like you could have been celebrating by now if you had embraced that cup. Now, he's very close there to them Two Cups behind. They're like on the... It feels a bit like where he was here. It's like we're back to this cliffhanger on the edge of a cliff, but what's on the edge of the cliff now is the Two Cups. So there is a feminine in the energy of balance. No matter if things are choppy, the feminine energy here is balance, in a balanced state. Two of Pentacles. She is on her own though, but let's have a look at the masculine. No, so yeah, there's this wanting to connect, but the feminine is still alone. And it feels as if she also regrets, I'm not sure regrets the pain of the past. Being kept awake. So the feminine could be picking up on the masculine's energy, if that is a masculine, the hooded. You can't really tell, can you? So I feel like both counterparts here, because they are a true love connection, a soulmate connection, a deep soul connection here, that was so scary that it made one run away. is that you're both feeling the anxiety and the burden of that decision. Should we look into the future energy? Okay, it didn't take long. Queen of Cups. Now, it does look like the feminine, if that is the feminine, because we do have this hooded figure here by the water. So the feminine is showing up as being balanced. It's the masculine that needs to embrace his feminine energy and open up to, well, for one, that cup of love. Okay, but this is divine love. So being guided by divine. We do have the Hangman, the masculine here, not speaking up. Now you could see that in the current energy. It was like, oh, this feminine's still on her own. So he has put all his tools down. He's stopped working. He is paying attention. He feels very open, vulnerable, and quite naked. Okay. So we can go back to the Tree of Wisdom, if you want to the Garden of Eden. And as soon as they pick that fruit from the tree, they come up with the word naked because they were naked before and they felt they had to cover up. Okay? And it's because they were greedy. They wanted more wisdom and thought that by eating that fruit they would gain more wisdom. That was due to the snake, okay, influence. But it was Eve that went, and then she went and encouraged, like, Adam. So, all as bad as one another, okay? But they ate the fruits rather than trusting, rather than having faith that they had the same power as the Creator. Okay, and they could touch anything they wanted to, just not that fruit from that tree. So, as soon as they did, they went hiding, didn't they? Found their fig leaves and covered themselves up until God come looking for them and said, "Where are you? Why are you hiding?" And they said, "Because I didn't want you to see me naked." And God said, "Who told you that word? You've picked the fruit from the tree. I want to cover up." Well, the tower's here. I don't think there's any covering up from divine, okay? So, the tower's here. Lightning has struck the tower. The star. Let's have a look at this because I've kind of gone off into the Bible. And I don't know much about the Bible, okay? But what I have read, I try and put some sense to it. And what's going on? Well, this is the future. And we end on a masculine still thinking. Okay? He's thinking about charging him. But he's got to let his defences down. And especially because in between this tower is vulnerability and the feminine's here. And she's balanced and she's open. She's not holding back. She's not actually covering herself up. He's trying to hide. And this is the tower. About being open with one another. Definitely about embracing the feminineness here. Of love, compassion, consideration, faith, intuition, most definitely. Now, I feel like he's halfway down. His guards are halfway down. What's this blocking out here? I do feel this masculine doesn't want to block out this connection anymore. If anything, he wants to kind of protect it. But he has to break through that barrier and actually come charging in. To break down those forces that keeps him bound. So I feel like he's choosing to silence himself at the moment, Pisces. Or you are choosing to silence yourself at the moment. And that's because you need to find your balance. The feminine aspect has. Okay. So it really does depend on what energy this masculine, I want to say, is residing in, whether he's too much in his feelings, okay, emotions. The feminine is very much in a masculine mental conflict. You need to balance this out, okay? And seeing as we've got the Prince of Swords, I feel it's the masculine who's got to man up, but in the most feminine way. Let's send on a postcard from Spirit and see what their guidance is. Okay, and we have, you are pure joy. I'm sure that's what it says. Let me just have a look. Yeah. You are pure joy. Down at the bottom, I think that says joy. It is, look, there's just a big gap. It's like that tower. Joy. Joy. Can you hear me? It's like I can hear you, but I'm kind of like silenced at the moment. Just need to think a bit more. Meditate on this. Okay. Before he comes charging in. So, you are pure joy. Dear you, now is one of those times you're being asked to add some distance. Take a step back and do nothing but observe. So don't worry. It's what you're meant to be doing, okay? Don't worry about how long it will take to regroup. Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath, slow down, and look at how far you've come. Decisions for the highest good are made when you have clarity, which comes from being open to information from both the intellect and the intuition. When you step into the role of observer, it's as if you turn on a switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of the information gathering and decision making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral and non-judgmental place. We know you'll make the right choice. Trust us when we say now is not the time to get too close to the fray. Step back now, you will be glad you did. Love you. I feel like it's a message to yourself. Love you. Okay. Pisces. There you go. Have yourself a fantastic week and I will catch up with you guys soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.